No music. Everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Fran Presents the Play Call. Wow, week 15 coming up. Week 14, the books, joined by the crew. What's going on, everybody? Nikki, how you doing today?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
Blessed and highly favored, yo. I should have recorded at autumn time, so every time you don't say nothing, I just hit the button and it says it for me.
Yeah, I know. I was writing, trying to get my mind right, but always blessed and highly favored. That doesn't change. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Music. We're missing the music. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the music.
Right.
You gonna bring it back.
So, you know what's so funny? I'm sorry, y'all. When he said no music, in my head, I'm like, no music, clap, 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 no music. And then you just started talking.
Doing good, bro. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good. I am alive. Everything else is just work.
Yeah. Hey, June.
But wait, I don't even work.
Yeah, you don't even work. Be quiet. Yeah, that little thing you got going on the bottom of your chin is actually looking pretty good nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Now eyeliner working. You water.
Ain't no damn eyeliner.
Waterproof eyeliner. You see how you try to go like this? Waterproof, smudge proof. All right, June.
Bree, what's up, girl? What's going on?
Hi.
When Sailor of the Year don't know how to act.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna bring it up. All right, well, let's get to it, man. I mean, week 14 recap.
Got it. Don't worry about it.
Got it. You gonna do it? All right, let's go.
Thursday night, the Rams found a way to pull it through and beat the Raiders 17-16. Then the Lions beat the Vikings 34-23. The Ravens, without Lamar Jackson, still pulled the W, 16 over Steelers 14. Bengals over Brown 23-10. The team that June don't think is real found a way to beat the Jets. Bills beat Jets 20-12. The Cowboys, oh my gosh, Cowboys, listen. Texans came in ready to play. Be quiet, June. Texans came in ready to play, but the Cowboys found a way to pull the win 27-23. Eagles beat the Giants 48-22.
You
Damn.
The Jets.
What was the score?
I
didn't even hear it.
Like
I didn't hear the score.
I only say like that because of June. But the Eagles beat the Giants 48-22. The Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? Listen, Jaguars, I stand by you 10 toes down. Beat the Titans 36-22. Chiefs beat the Broncos, man. Russell came back, but end up leaving before the game was over, and Chiefs still won 34-28. Man, I love Geno, but Panthers found a way to win 30-24.
Samantha Darnold.
The mother freaking 49ers embarrassed the Bucks 35-7. Then Sunday night, the Chargers beat the Dolphins 23-17, and Monday evening, the Patriots won against the Cardinals 27-13. All right. With all of that being said, week 14 winner is myself, of course. Round of applause. Clap, 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 clap. I don't hear the round of applause, but it's okay.
We did it.
Sorry, I'm reading an article.
It's okay. I went with 9 correct predictions, followed by Bree with 8, Frank with 7, and then June with 5. Wah, wah, wah.
What?
Yeah.
There's no way.
5. Yeah, we're 5. So overall, June is still in the lead.
Dang, still?
Hold on. June is in the lead with 132 correct predictions, followed by myself with 130. I am tapping that ass. You beating me by 2.
Nah, hey, recap.
I'll send it.
Recap.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, June, I could have been past you if I followed my mind in the previous. It's the truth. And Frank can attest. Bree can't, because Bree hasn't been here the whole time, but Frank can attest. I have said certain teams were gonna win, and I went against my thoughts. and went the other way. And the teams that I predicted to win won. But anyway, we're not going to go there. Anyway, June is leading by 132, followed by myself with 137. Then Frank is 127. And then Bree found a way to come back. She's at 116. So as the season is ending, I think June would get bumped. So let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, okay. So
Week
you
15.
want me to
Let's
pick more
roll.
serious again? Okay.
June, if you blow this, don't
Hey,
ever
come
come
on,
over here
Frank.
talking trash, bro. Don't ever, because if you blew this, you essentially did in a sense, because she ain't that far behind.
He's leading too, but that's what I'm saying. Had I made the predictions that I made last time, I would have been in the lead by now.
Well, you never gonna pick against the Jags, so I mean that's a 50-50.
But listen, Frank, without me picking against the Jags, June was leading like bonkers, and I'm right behind.
Oh gosh, bonkers! I was leaving by like 5.
So look, real quick, guys. Lot of football. Coming to the end, only one team clinched. Shout out to the Eagles for clinching the playoff berth. They haven't secured the number 1 seed. I don't know how, but hey, right now,
I'm gonna post a photo on the thing too.
As far as right now, they should be the number 1 seed if everything keeps going the way they're going. But they're the first team to clinch, so that's good. That's a good thing on their part. Congratulations to the Eagles. I don't know, man. I think I've given up on really believing that people could start turning it around. I don't think the Bucs are going to turn it around. I think there'll be an easy win in the playoffs. I don't even want them to go to playoffs. I'd rather the Panthers go, to be honest.
Come on, Samantha.
I do. I want a team that's going to go in there and give it a shot. I don't think they got it. And honestly, the only team that what I see in the NFC Championship is going to be Eagles and I think 49ers, in my opinion. They're the 2 best well-rounded teams in the NFC. So that's it. And in the AFC, all this competition, what happened to the Dolphins? They were steamrolling, baby, and then they go see the Chargers and get steamrolled.
The Chiefs almost lost.
The Chiefs almost lost. But
So did the Cowboys.
Yeah, but Russell was cooking though, y'all. Russell was actually in the kitchen doing something, and then he got concussed.
Until he became mashed potatoes.
Then he got concussed.
Yeah, you saw the whelp he had in his forehead.
Yes, he was making mashed potatoes and turned it to mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I felt bad for him because it looked like they finally got it together. And it just took a team like the Chiefs to bring it out. But let's give Mahomes credit. Mahomes ran to the sideline, was looking the whole time on his peripheral. Like he saw the guy there and waited to the last minute and just throws it sideways. And the guy scores. And that's why he gets all the credit. Like that's why, because it works. If nobody's, then he's not great. But because it works, he's great. But he threw 3 picks too. So I mean, I don't know. It's a lot. And the Jags went to Tennessee and finally beat them since 2013.
2013.
Yes.
That's the year that they were expansion. Like they became a team.
No, they did it in 2017. Cállate. 2013. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I say, Nikki, when we picking and you say, but they never beat them, so I'm going to pick. You never know. Any given Sunday.
Oh, I've always, y'all asked, and I told you I was honest. I said we've lost to them year after year, but I always will stay loyal. Yeah. So, I mean, regardless if we win or lose, y'all already know. Don't ask me because I'm picking the Jags. So
I got a question, right? And I don't know who wants to answer it. It's 4 of us on here, but Titans, do you think they move on from Tannehill?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question is this. I can't answer that. Move on to who?
They can pick up somebody.
Let me tell you why. Tannehill, I think he could have became a game manager, right? Because that's what he seems like. He's not a big passer all the time. And when you're not a big passer all the time and you're a game manager in that type of system, you have Derrick Henry to do most of the work. But whenever he can't do the work, then you're kind of relied on to do what you're supposed to do as a quarterback. And it just seems like he just isn't doing enough. I mean, 113 yards a game just isn't going to get it.
They can grow Malik Willis, but also Malik Willis don't have that big brother that's going to teach him his ways, because Tannehill already said that he's not going to coach him.
Yeah, but Tannehill, you know, that just tell you what kind of person he is. I think they should move on from him. I think if you take that young quarterback that you got in the draft, and you know, Vrabel's a very open, honest coach, and he said, I didn't draft him to be a running quarterback. I drafted him to throw the ball. So I think that they can get people in there to help him. And, you know, Tannehill, you're right. He's not going to win major games with only 130-something yards. It's not happening. Unless you got a defense like the Broncos had in the Super Bowl, where Peyton Manning put up 149 yards and 1 interception, they still won the game. If you don't have that, then, look, you're not going to win. You're just going to – you're going to lose. So, I don't know. I think they should.
So I return the question back to you. With that being said, with the head coach not believing in that type of mobile quarterback, do you think that mentality is going to do? I don't know. Is that mentality going to harm that team more than anything at this point right now with the tools that he has, being Malik Willis?
I don't think he doesn't mind him running. I think what it was in the preseason, he didn't want to see him always run the ball, like resort to, like, go through your progressions. Look at your first read, your second, your third, your fourth option. Look at the
and if push comes to shove, then run.
Yeah, like what we saw with Lamar a lot of times. Lamar, if Andrews wasn't ready, he's gone, you know? And people said, you know, we want to see him go through his reads, his progressions. And then if at the end of the day, you can get 15 yards on the legs because everybody's covered and they all on prevent and it's wide open, and take it. But it shouldn't be your automatic go-to. It shouldn't be your automatic, you know, go. Kind of what you see with Jalen now. Now you're seeing Jalen in the pocket throwing the ball downfield more. You're getting him to be more of a passing quarterback. And yes, he has the threat of running, but I feel like the team did a very good job constructing the plays, allowing him to be his best when they needed him to use his traits. You know, June and I was talking before we started recording. June wants to fight Micah Parsons from the Cowboys. He said he wants to go 3 rounds in the ring because Micah took his son. June don't have his son. He got his only son is Jalen Hurts. And Micah said that he's a system quarterback and that he's not that great, pretty much. And June said he was offended that he was going to get in his car and go to Dallas because he felt that he was picking on his son.
No, but Von Miller also disagreed with Michael Parsons. But I think also it's just a type of, like, I don't want to say the word salty, but you're not going to give somebody credit that's your rival, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would. Why? Is you're acknowledging the truth. Everybody sees it.
Yeah, he doesn't have media coaching.
Yeah. The other thing too is Eagles didn't do nothing wrong, man. All Eagles did was
play. They just play football.
They playing football and they building the team. Like I don't know who I was talking to. It was me and you, Bree. I don't know. I said they lose one person, they pick another person up. It's crazy. They lost a defensive person, they went and got Sue. They lost a wide receiver, they went and got AJ Brown. They lost a water boy, they went and got Bobby Boucher. It's like I was
gonna say they went and got Julio Munoz.
right.
Does they pay me?
How can you be mad at a team, a owner, a GM, a coach that understands we can win right now? And we're not going to sell the house like the Rams did and the kids' future to win a Super Bowl. We can do it by keeping stuff. And they're doing it, you know? It's a lot. The playoffs is a different beast, a different environment, you know? Right now, Jalen's playing well, and I think his mentality is right, you know? But last time he was in the playoffs, he got skunked 31-0. So we got to see now how he reacts to that going into the playoffs this time. And if they get the first round bye, that's a week where they're not playing. That could impact or help the team. So I don't know. I'm gonna be interested to see what's up.
So Bill Belichick is trending because he said that hold on, let me go back to it. He said, Joe Judge and Matt Patricia are good coaches. Blame me if it doesn't go well. I don't care.
Oh, you are getting blamed. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
but people are also blaming Matt Patricia. And, Mac Jones took his anger out on Matt Patricia and everything. But Mac Jones came back and said that him and Matt Patricia are good. They did have talks last week or prior to the game and everything, but they are good. And Bill Belichick said, they're good coaches. Blame me if shit don't go well.
But my thing is,
he doesn't give a fuck.
I don't know. Nikki or June could disagree or agree. I don't know. To me, I don't blame Mac Jones for being upset. If I saw what I did 1 year with Josh McDaniels, and I was doing great with mediocre weapons. Let's just be clear. Now I'm in my second year. There was a lot of high hopes, and you give me a defensive coordinator that got fired from the head coaching job in the Lions. You give me Joe Judge, who was a special teams coach before he went to be the head coach of the Giants and got fired. Now you brought him back. And you got Jonnu Smith, who at one point was one of the best tight ends in the league. You had Hunter Henry, who was another good tight end in the league. And you bring him onto a team and you don't do nothing with him. And they got good running backs. I mean, they got great running backs. I don't know how he picks great running backs the way he does. But
don't forget, they were hyping up Jonnu Smith during the offseason and minicamp. Oh, his connections with Mac Jones is magnificent. It reminds me of Brady and Gronk back in the day, and they work so well, but then they don't use them.
Yeah. So, and that, to me, you said Kyle Shanahan earlier is a good offensive mind.
No, I said Shanahan.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put you out there like that, but yes.
No, that's his new name, Shanahan.
She put two people together. I think you see what he does in the 49ers. Why can't you have somebody? I think his pride, man, Belichick's pride gets in his way.
He said he don't give a fuck, Frank. He said you need to make a phone call.
Because he got 8 Super Bowl rings. I don't blame him, but
you need to give him a call.
His pride fucked him up against the Eagles for the Super Bowl. His pride did that. That was nothing else but his pride. The Giants, the same thing. His pride. You just gotta stop. You can't. People can't look at you like you're the greatest coach ever, and then you get outcoached in certain situations, and not because the other person, but they were just playing, using your stuff against you. So I don't know if anybody want to say something about that.
But I also think Bill Belichick has been trending so much on Twitter that he likes trending on Twitter at this point. So he's just going to say whatever he wants just so he could be a trending topic.
I think he's just old. He's at that. You know how old people don't care what they say? They're at that age and they're like, oh, I don't care.
But I'm pretty sure he gets those phone calls like, Bill, you're trending on Twitter again. What are they saying?
He has a Twitter account, y'all.
I think he does.
He's funny.
I don't know, man. When it comes to that quarterback and coach situation, it's kind of like any job, in my opinion. I think there has to be a level of respect, especially when it's done outside of your home. And the way that Matt Jones expressed himself on national TV, clearly towards his OC. I get it. Frustrations are going to build here and there, but it's been done more than enough times now. Where's the discipline at, right? So where's the discipline, one? And two, shit, man, Bill Belichick, my dude, it ain't working. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame Mac Jones at all whatsoever. But damn, Mac Jones, he's proven in his rookie year what he can do. And it just seems like you want to do the opposite in his succeeding year.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Did y'all see the whole situation with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp the other day?
So before you texted, it was a big conversation in my office. I haven't seen it, but too much going on for me to even go back and look. But they said it was serious. Like,
it was bad.
So,
and that's what I mean by you can't say shit about Brady or Baker Mayfield to Skip. All he said was Brady is playing bad this season.
Yeah.
And he's better than you. You're nobody. You fucking suck. Like,
so
when Shannon took them glasses off, I was like, punch him in his fucking face.
where I felt Skip went overboard, to be honest with you. He did. My issue with Shannon is he is a hater. He is on the low. He is. However, he's not speaking false right now. He's not.
Right. Like there's sometimes where he do, but he's speaking real.
Well, this time he's not speaking false. What I'm saying is
there's a lot of times where he hasn't spoke false, and that's why I said you're a baby Skip Bayless, because that's how you like.
Oh no, he is a hater. He is a hater. You can't deny it. He is a hater. Not whether he speaks facts or not, that's good. But he's a hater, and I do feel that there is a jealousy there.
Just 10 seconds left.
Because
it's 10 seconds left for what, Frank?
Because some players still want to play. Some people don't want to give the game up. You don't want to walk away sometimes.
I wouldn't say he's a hater or he's jealous, Frank.
I think
because right there you sound like Skip saying.
Because I'm not saying that he's wrong. I said he spoke facts. He spoke the truth. However, what I didn't like about Skip Bayless was he took it personal. He hit him with a jab. I don't like that. Don't bring that up. And when he took his glasses off and he was like, I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. Yo, that's it. He shouldn't have to say that. Because he is in the Hall of Fame. He does have 3 Super Bowl rings. 2 with the Broncos and 1 with the Ravens. He was considered a great tight end. You know what I'm saying? He was. I just feel like my issue with him is not what he said about Brady not playing well this season or not, because he's not. He's playing okay, but he's not the same person. I think the herd said it best. To expect Brady to do what he did 10 years ago, he can't do it this time. When he was in the Patriots and he had nobody, that was then. Now he can't do those things. So when these receivers aren't catching the ball like they should, or the routes are not being ran right, he can't elevate the team like he used to. That's where I would say he's getting older, let's be honest. But that cliff, like compared to what we saw Peyton do and other people do, is not the same. But the team's not on sync. They're not on the same page. He had a throw that he could have made to Mike Evans in the end zone that he just underthrew it or threw it behind him. It was on Brady. It wasn't on Evans. It was Brady. You know what I'm saying? But like June said, when you got a offensive lineman with 11 holding penalties on the season, they only played 14 games. 11. That's crazy. Why is he still playing? But going back to the Skip and Shannon thing, no, Skip was wrong for that, bro. You don't attack that man like that. You don't do that on national television. If I was Shannon, I wouldn't even come back, because he did the same thing to Jalen Rose when he was on ESPN. He likes to take stabs at people on their personal stuff, and no, I don't agree with that. That was wrong. I don't. But the beginning of that whole interaction, what triggered was he said, I blame Brady 100% for it. And he's been blaming Brady 90% to 100% on all their losses. And that's what Skip has an issue with. So it wasn't that, whatever.
But why?
Because it's not 100% his fault.
Put it on Brady.
You can blame him, but it's not 100% his fault.
But Frank, just like you just said that it was wrong for Skip Bayless to, throw jabs at him personally and stuff.
Yeah.
When we talked about this back when I was at my grandma's house, you threw jabs at Shannon Sharp the same way too. You say he's a hater. He's mad because he's in his 40s and he's not playing football anymore.
I do
the same way that you said it. That's basically what Skip said, but we just don't have that platform.
Yeah, no. I do think I would tell him he's a hater. I do, and it's not just with him, with other people. But so okay, let me ask you a question. See, because now I'm on my bully shit, and it's more
Let's go. Let's go.
I like it. I like it. So let me ask you a question. When you got your offensive lineman, the same player, and this is more than Nikki. This is more than Nikki, because everybody else understands it, but I want to hear her say it. When your offensive lineman has 11 penalties for holding on the season, and every holding penalty is how many yards, Nikki? 10. So 11 times 10 is what? Because my math ain't that great. Is it 110?
110.
Yeah, 110 yards from one person. One person. When the game is 7-0 and you throw a touchdown pass to Mike Evans to tie the game up 7-7 and the same person doesn't hit it, that's not all on Brady.
Number 76.
Number 76. When he makes the pass and he hits Godwin When Mike Evans has over 11 drop passes on the season, that's not on Brady.
This is the point I'm making, Frank.
No, because you said 100% is not on Brady. Now, if Brady was getting protected, if Brady wasn't getting the ball in less than 2 seconds, if he had everything going for him, and
So I have a question.
Then I say 100%.
So are we saying that these 11 penalties he got on one game?
No, we said it over the season. He's the most penalized offensive lineman.
I'm happy you said that.
Yeah, that
because, but he's caught penalties, and some way, somehow, the team still win the game. Like you is that not true?
No, so let's call a spade, right? So let's look at the Saints.
Because you want to hold, you can't. That's the only issue. I'm not against what you're saying, right?
Okay.
You're only pushing it on one side. Like they lose, you can't put 100% on Brady. The time that they had 1,000,001 penalty and whatever, 48 seconds, 30 seconds, Brady finds a way and they win the game. But then y'all be like, oh, that was on Brady. He found a way to win the game. They won the game. They still getting penalties.
You talking about the 2 touchdowns in 3 minutes? That's what you're talking about?
Frank, that's why I asked you. Those 11 penalties was just on one game or over?
No, what I'm saying is the inconsistency in the game is not on Brady. It's on the team. It's on the team. How the hell do you have a rookie quarterback starting his first game in the NFL, and the defense, a top 5 defense, led by Todd Bowles, who is known to be a defensive coordinator, lets a rookie quarterback put up 35 points on him? Riddle me that, Batman. We're not going to talk about the first sack of the game. It's a clean sack. Oh, penalty, roughing the passer. So now you got to be careful how you hit him because you don't want to get the flag thrown. You don't want to talk about, oh, it's not holding, but it looked like holding because the receiver fell and the defender still had his hands on him. We're not going to talk about that. Let's keep it to what happened. At the end of the day, Todd Bowles led defense, a top 5 defense, five in the league out of 32 teams, allowed a rookie quarterback to put up 35 points.
Listen,
did he even have a turnover?
Season?
Did he even have a turnover? I don't even think he had a turnover. I don't even think this dude threw a pick.
Frank.
Oh, he did? Okay.
It's 100% on Brady. I agree. I think it's a whole team, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the whole team because unfortunately, fortunately, when if Brady's not scoring and they defense hold the other team from scoring, then it can still be. But if your defense is not performing and the other team is scoring, and then your offense ain't performing and you're not scoring, so it's clearly football has always been a team sport. Now it does highlight individuals. Individuals might shine or stand out a little bit more, but it's always been a team sport. You get what I'm saying? So I agree with you that it's not 100% Brady's fault. My issue is this. When it's a success, it's so quick for people to put it on one person. Then when it's not a success, you don't want to put it on that person. That's the issue. And this is not only Brady. This is any and everybody. I said the same thing too. When Drew said, oh, Jalen Hurts. And I'm like, so A.J. Brown ain't doing shit? So that person ain't doing shit? You know what I'm saying? So my ideology is the same across the board, regardless who the person is. I understand that we as in you, really like Tom Brady, right? But you can't pick and choose when shit is his fault. If you're gonna say he's the leader of the team, then unfortunately the leader gets bit majority of the time, regardless if it's the leader's fault. You are the face of the team. And what makes it even worse is some of their losses, Tom Brady has not played as the leader of the team. He has hindered the team at times. Not the only person that has hindered, but he has hindered them. If we can keep the consistency on that, then we're straight. I don't think it's 100% his fault. But we want to give him 100% of the glory when they prevail. You just said it. Oh, you mean when he scored in the last minute? Tom don't throw and catch and run and do all of that. But we put it on him when they won last minute.
Go ahead.
So Shannon Sharp said something super equivalent to Nikki when he was talking to Skip Bayless, right? Because I forgot what loss it was, but I forgot what loss it was, but Skip was like, oh, that had nothing to do with Brady whatsoever. Right. And Brady had like a shitty game. I forgot. It was like week 8, 9, one of those weeks, right?
He's had a couple.
Yeah. But Shannon Sharp said, and I quote, if the team win,
It's Brady's win.
it's 95% of Brady. Now, if the team lose, that shit better be 95% of Brady too.
It has to be.
He said that. He did say that. He
said that to Skip. Because you can't give 95% of a win on somebody, but not expect to give that 95% of a loss on somebody.
The reason I talked the shit with the Saints, it really was because you said something in that game about it, and it pissed me off. And I didn't watch the rest of the game. I turned it off. Then I said, hold up. He can't be that over the hill to drive in 3 minutes with 2 touchdowns. But let's be real. Let's be real. Fan aside, everything had to go their way for that to happen. The pass interference call, right? The Saints defense, instead of rushing him to put pressure, knowing that his line is weak, his timing's off, he's not performing like he used to. They played prevent, which allowed him to hit the middle of the field and get the ball downfield. So if we're going to put blame, we can say, hey, the Saints fucked that away because they didn't do what they should have done on defense to stop him. The whole game you were stopping him. And all of a sudden, the last 3 minutes, you go into I don't know how to play football mode and allow him, a person that's been struggling, a person that has 4 interceptions in the season, only 14 or 15 touchdowns, not even have 20, come downfield and come back and win when he hasn't been playing like himself. So that's the reason I said that. But at the end of the day, I don't put 100% on him because not 100% on him. Like, I mean, when I picked the Bucs to win against the 49ers, it was not because I thought Tom Brady was going to go in there and light it up. I thought, no shit, the defense was going to shut them down. And Purdy looked so comfortable back there.
He looked like he'd been playing this whole season.
Yes, they didn't make him feel uncomfortable. And then I don't blame him.
He juked the hell out of that defender on the Bucs.
I don't blame him.
Let me flip my notebook back. Let me see who picked the 49ers against the Bucs.
You did. I mean, it's okay. Look, a cloak.
But Nikki, who
right
told you to pick the 49ers? Because you took 50 minutes to pick a team.
Look, she finally started guessing shit right, and she want to glow. Look,
Frank, but I told her on FaceTime. She said, we were the only ones who picked the 49ers. I said, Nikki, I told you to
I don't pay Nikki no mind. I'm going to tell you why I don't pay Nikki no mind.
I was talking, Frank. Don't get sensitive.
No. Because she right. Her gut doesn't lead her wrong, right? But who's the dodo that don't listen to her gut and go against it and then lose the week?
No, that's me.
So you finally listen to your gut.
Frank. Frank, right.
What did I say, Nikki? Just pick Purdy. Just pick Purdy. She goes, fine. I'll go 49ers.
I went with the defense.
But Frank, you're right. But you have to admit, this year I've been on point in some games.
No, you have. That's why I'm saying I'm throwing stabs at you because you should listen to yourself more. You should.
Hey, I think most of her wins have been really like risk taking, right? Most of her wins, she sticks with the Jags. That's one.
Yeah,
and two. I mean, she stuck with the Lions for the last 13 games. You know what I mean? Like you're bound to get these W's.
That's not true. Because the games that I went against, my guts had nothing to do with those two teams.
Hold on. Those
are the only two teams.
He brought up the Lions, y'all. So let's pivot to the Lions.
Oh, yes, let's do it.
What about the Lions? Lions right now have a chance of making the playoffs.
Yes, they do.
Frank.
What?
June had picked the Vikings.
I picked the Vikings for a reason.
Dude, why she whispering?
Let me tell you why I picked the Vikings, you non-whispering ass. Let me tell you. Because I heard you. I heard you all the way over here. I picked the Vikings for the sole fact that I thought the Vikings were gonna come to play. You know what I mean? They both play in the dome. Why not? You know what I mean? It would have been kind of equal when it comes to turf. However, I really did think that the Vikings were gonna come to play given everything that's getting put against them. I mean, they're not really seen as a true threat. They're not really seen like a true threat.
So-
They seem like a good team.
They got the Jets on Sunday. Then they got the Panthers on Christmas Eve. And then they have the Bears on New Year's Day and the Packers on the
That'd
8th.
be all right.
So I don't know let me look at the standings. I don't really know.
I would say this. I picked the Lions. I'm gonna explain why I picked the Lions. It's not to discredit the Vikings. It was actually more to give the Lions their flowers.
Mhm.
Now, the Lions standing isn't great, right? However, they've been competitive every game. You get what I'm saying? They've been really competitive every game. So sometimes your record doesn't really speak
You're right.
to the performance, right? So it wasn't more against the Vikings. It was more to give the Lions their flowers. And it's well deserved. You know what I mean? You made a good point. The last 4 weeks, besides last week, and the only reason why I went against them is not because I didn't think they were going to win. It's just because they played the Jags, right? And I'm just always going to pick the Jags. But the last couple of weeks, if you go back, y'all haven't, but I'll show you the notebook. I've picked the Lions and they won. Like, they're very competitive this year. The record might not
taken off.
But yeah. And so it had nothing really to do against the Vikings.
This just hit me out of nowhere. Where the hell was this energy when the Eagles were winning? And you kept saying, but they beat the Lions. They beat the Lions.
So, okay, June, you got to understand. You got to understand. That was the very first game of the season.
True.
The Lions of the old eight. No, it's the truth, though.
Hold on, guys. I was ready for this. I got the notebook right
The
here.
first week, I didn't pick the Lions. There's no way I would have picked the Lions the first week because of their performance of the past.
Nobody would have. Let's just be clear. Nobody would have picked them. It didn't matter who they was playing. Nobody.
Right.
And June, the same way you're gonna bring that up. Let's go back to when we was talking about the NFL schedule and the hardest schedule and everything. And we said that number was based on what teams were projected to be going into the season. And like Nikki said, this season, a lot of the teams that we thought were going to be great aren't. Right now, the damn Packers are 5-8.
I seen it coming.
In third place.
I'm playing. I see the coming.
Yeah, exactly. No, however, now in your defense, June, right? Because I think you was the one that brought it up. I remember in the beginning of the season when Aaron said that during the preseason that, his receivers sucked. And you was like, was that him giving himself an excuse?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So the idea might have been there, but obviously it's something dangling. It's not something that you can concrete say, oh, they're going to suck, right? Maybe we thought they were going to struggle.
So what do you
think? Their record.
There's only two quarterbacks in the league that are undefeated.
Who?
Yeah, I got to guess.
Purdy?
Yeah, Purdy's one. Purdy is undefeated.
Doesn't count.
Yes, he does. He played.
He's 2-0.
He's 2-0.
Minimum 3 games.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's 2-0.
I want to know because he only started one game.
Yeah, so he's 1-0. But there's somebody who's 2-0.
Samantha Darnold, because he started.
That is what I'm talking about. Let's talk about him and his performance against that Seahawks defense.
Hold on. Before we move on from the Lions, I do got a question for you guys regarding that game. Who is made more like a fool right now in regards to the Lions? You could guess anything. You could guess anything from coach to player to whoever.
Who is made more like on that team?
No, because then I'll tell you. Because then they're kind of giving the question.
I don't understand.
Who looks more like a fool right now with the Lions playing the way that they're playing? There you go.
I don't know because
if you had to guess, who looks more like a fool?
Matt Patricia.
Okay, check. Bree.
Who's the QB?
I'm still trying to understand your question because I'm not.
It's very broad. It's a very broad question, right? Because it could be anything or anyone.
Who looks more like a fool? outside of the Lions.
It could be outside, or it could be in the locker room, or it could be.
I'm telling. Who looks more like a fool with the Lions? How they look this season?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Nikki.
who I would say the QB.
For getting rid of him and get him. I mean, they did get a ring though, but I mean,
Hey, but 100%, right?
Yeah.
She hit it right on the money.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this Lions team, regardless of their record, like Nikki's saying, regardless of that record, the biggest fool is in LA.
So,
and that's the entire Rams organization.
So I'm glad you said that, right? And I golf took them to the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, but he can't get him over the hump. If I have it, I don't think y'all will watch it, but I watched it the season. Like, you know how they go back in the 3 games to glory. I have it. Sean McVay lost that game the minute he met Bill Belichick on the field before the Super Bowl started, because he was fanboying. He was so taken back by Bill, and Bill walked away and said, I got this nigga. I know I'm gonna beat him.
You got him in the face off.
Yeah. He knew it. He was like, he brought me coffee, and I'm the guy that's supposed to play. I got him beat. I think in that game, besides it was being a defensive battle, because it was, I do believe that McVay got out-coached. He was caught in the hype, and the he didn't call the plays like he should have. And I agree with you. I would just say Matt Patricia because he was the head coach before. But I do believe that the Rams look stupid, right? Because, you got a ring, but at what cost? At what cost?
Mama liver. He got everything away.
And golf is down there making it happen with less talent than what they had in the Rams. But not even a strong defense. Because remember, they got Darnold, they got Ramsey, they got everybody. You know, they have a stout defense.
Can't really talk about.
You said what?
Jalen, no.
I don't even want to mention his name. Number 5. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, because he ain't locking nobody down today. But you know
no, you should have heard him after that win. After that win on Thursday, he was on the sidelines. And who said I'm not the best? Who said they ain't better than me?
The entire world.
That was him after the game.
The entire the whole,
as if he was Baker Mayfield, who scored that touchdown in less than 2 minutes. You know.
So let me ask you a question though.
Mm-hmm.
You said Baker. How much?
These topics, okay.
Look.
How much credit did we give Baker?
He's about to start.
The Baker's the dude.
You think Baker's the dude? Okay.
I think you have to.
This is a sucky thing, right? Baker has been done so wrong. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That you kind of have no choice. Like June just said, you're forced to give him his flowers whenever he does whenever he does anything. If you want me to be honest. I'm so proud of him. I didn't pick the Rams to win because it's the Rams and it's the Rams. But for Baker to come out there and do what he did, I mean, I'm not even happy for the Rams. I'm happy for Baker. You know what I'm saying? Like that win is not. It doesn't warm my soul for the Rams. It warms my soul for Baker.
Like a Cinderella story.
He put 230 yards and 1 touchdown, and he went for 22 of 35. He was done wrong. I agree. I like Baker. A lot of people don't like Baker. I like Baker. Love his commercials at home with Baker, the classics. I can watch them all day. I wish I would have DVR'd them so I can watch them now. But I want to see him win. I want to see him progress. But my question after that is, would you stay with Baker or would you go back to Stafford?
So I think Baker is a player that sometimes I feel like you got to warm up. Like he has to warm up to play, at top cylinder. Like I think he can. I don't know how much more is Stafford going to give you. Stafford hasn't.
Time for Stafford to retire.
Yeah, he hasn't. I mean,
he's hurt. Like he's not going to play for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
He's what, 38 years old, you know?
Got a ring. Just go, bro. Just go.
Yeah.
Got a ring. Go. You
Hey,
got a ring.
and you said it though.
You never even won, but you got it. So, you know,
No, you said it though, man.
Like my new vape tank.
yes.
Who was I talking? Was I talking to you, Frank, the other day when
What?
you were saying the Baker McVay coaching? Was it Nicky? Might have been Nicky. Where are you? Baker McVay. Now Baker has that coaching McVay
Yeah, it was you and I talking when I went to the store. Yeah.
where Baker could be developed by a coach like McVay. And I think that could bring out the progression that the Panthers couldn't bring out. I'm not gonna say the Browns because I think the Browns brought out his progression, but it happened like with a crazy ass wave.
I mean,
he didn't have anything. He did it, and he didn't have anything.
He didn't have consistency in the Browns.
Right.
He didn't have good coaching in the Browns. You know, he struggled. He lived through the struggle. Again, what if we put Baker Mayfield with Andy Reid and the Chiefs with the offensive weapons they had? What if we put him in Buffalo with McDermott up there, whatever his name is, and see what they do? What if we put him in Baltimore? You know what I'm saying? What if you put Baker in Pittsburgh? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you? I think McVay matches the energy that Baker has. Baker, he likes to have fun. You know, he dances. He's wild. Some of his throws are a little crazy and like, what are you doing? But so was Brett Favre. So I don't know. Let me see what else. What else I wanted to bring up.
Let's see.
We talk about Kyler.
No,
Kyler torn ACL out for the rest of the season. Prayers.
I mean,
what do you think about that? Given that large guaranteed contract, right? Because this is when this contract's coming to play big time, right? Because it could have happened to anybody. Don't get me wrong. He could have been playing a hell of a year, but he wasn't. How do you feel about that?
I think
140 guaranteed.
So I think the team, again, one person's desperate measures shouldn't be dictated. It shouldn't dictate anybody else's. And I think they knew what they were getting with him, but they didn't want to let him go. And they didn't want to let the head coach go. So they gave him the money to keep him there. I think deep down inside, they knew he wasn't the answer. Now, they gave Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. And he just now started playing. Going back to Kyler, I don't know. Do they move on from him? Do they let him go? I just feel like, and we was talking about this at work, right? And I said, you shouldn't have to be told to do film study, right? If let's say we had contracts in this podcast, and we said, well, part of the contract is that before we record, we got to have at least 4 hours of study material, right? And whatever that is. And we get iPads and we say, okay, and them iPads is going to track how much time we put into studying either film or stats or whatever. So now contract negotiation comes up and they say, oh, well, Nikki, we're going to give you this money, but you got to really study the 4 hours a week. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. And honestly,
but instead it's, hey, Nikki, why is there only 20 minutes logged?
Yeah.
Of study time for a total of 2 months.
Yeah.
For a total of 2 months.
Oh, better yet, hey, Kyler, pull up your Call of Duty and let me see how long you played that. Because it's right. I don't know. To me, his injury sucks because it was non-contact and it's grass. It's not artificial turf, it's grass. Because we looked it up. At work. He got hurt. It's just one of those things that happen. But my thing is, is it better for the team for him to be hurt or not? I don't know. To answer your question, that's what the guarantee money's there for. Is in case he gets hurt, he gets paid. That's to protect the players, really, from getting dissed by the organization. However, they stuck.
But they about to start getting paid.
Lamar Jackson.
No.
Oh.
They'll hit him too, but
no, don't say Purdy.
No, Trey Lance about to get his job taken. He about to make practice squad money.
So my one thing I want to bring up, Deshaun Watson didn't look too bad. He made some good throws. I think he had one touchdown though. I thought he had more.
It's a progressing type.
Oh
of
wait. Pause that. Let's go back to the Packers. When Nicky said something about the receivers, that he said they're not that great. But Watson, the rookie, in what 3 games has 5 or 6 touchdowns, has emerged as a next talent. So is it that he didn't put time into creating the chemistry with his receivers?
That's what it is.
See, because why all of a sudden this rookie became somebody great?
Aaron has been selfish from the day he came out his mama, you know. So
No, but even like before his first ring, he was pretty humble, you know?
Yeah.
It was a front.
It was.
It's after he been winning back-to-back MVPs is when he became a diva.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the gassing of the head too, bro. And this goes back to the people on the news, on the sports. Shannon Sharp was a big Aaron Rodgers supporter. You know what I'm saying? The greatest in the NFL. He's best ever. This, that, and the third. You know, he wasn't the only one. There was other people, again, living off the hype. Remember that one season when he had those 2 back-to-back Hail Marys to win the game?
Yeah.
No other quarterback's done that. He's got a cannon. He's better. He's this. And it's like, yo, but when he comes to the postseason, he comes up short. But yeah, we're going to proclaim him to be the best. Frank, I prefer your play in the postseason than your play in the regular season. Because in the regular season, you could be the greatest ever. But guess what? What are you doing when you get in the postseason? Are you a smoke dud or are you winning? Because you can be great in regular season. I don't want regular season. If I'm an owner, I want postseason stats. I want you to get in there and play. I want to win. That's what it matters.
Well, yeah, like I was about to say, it's evident regular season plays a part, but it's not the major part because you could lose game. For example, look at Bucks. That whole division, aren't they under 500? Yeah. And they're winning the division right now. So, granted, we don't see that in real football, I guess. But you can afford to lose game during regular season. It's postseason that you're one and done.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, look at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
What
you said, Cowboys? What you said about Cowboys?
Don't do it, Frank. Don't let him, Don't do it.
I said look at the Cowboys. Look at the Cowboys. Look at Dak Prescott. Look at Micah Parsons, and he's part of that team. I mean, all that system gets you to the playoffs, and that's it.
You know what I'm gonna say, and to go back to Bucks real quick. I just saw something and it hit me. You know why it's not working? And I'm gonna tell you why, Nikki. It is Brady's fault. And I'm gonna say why. The minute Brady retired and retired,
Nikki said, "Thank you, bro."
He started looking. His mind wasn't in there. His mind's not in there. Yeah, he's going out there. He's going through the motions. He's playing. Like they asked Mike Evans said, "Yeah, we practice. We do drills." But I do believe that deep down inside, the minute that he decided to retire and unretire and this divorce and everything that came about it, I think he's mentally checked out. There's more there than just timing and shit. You know what I'm saying? But for me, that's been seeing him play forever. You've seen him.
He has a splinter.
Oh, poor Toby. We've seen him overcome his mom having cancer. We've seen so much that everybody thought it wasn't going to affect. And I think it has. I think he's mentally checked out. There's something about it.
On, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's hard. It's
let me mute this.
Oh, that's yours? I thought that was Toby.
No, Toby's crying. Toby did that. I saw him.
It's hard to be going through life and still have to maintain performance at a job. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand. All I just ask is, Let's not, let's just keep it across the board. It is what it is.
All right, we got anything else y'all want to talk about?
Yes, I do. So Arizona Cardinals GM Steve Keem is taking an indefinite health-related leave of absence from the team.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. You might have to go to rehab.
It's health related, so we don't know like what.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. Oh, yep, there is one more thing I do want to I want to show it on here.
Oh,
let me send these to my iPad real fast.
Hey, while she looks that up really quick, is Carr done?
Oh, but who is it? Renfro and Waller off of IR.
Yep.
They're back. They could play again.
Is Carr done? How you mean done?
Is he? I mean, do you really foresee him being a legitimate quarterback that's going to take you to the postseason and win the Super Bowl?
Carr has always some ways been the weakest link. Like,
oh man, I don't know.
He has some way somehow be the weakest link. I don't know if he's done. I just don't think he's not a consistent QB1. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's okay to be a backup.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's hard because June, you said this today. June and I was talking about. Remember when he said the whole Jalen Hurts MVP because he leads in all statistical categories, and I was like, "What statistical categories?" Because he doesn't. But June was like, "No, they got different stats, like the most yards down the field, 20+ yards, stuff like that." I said, "Yeah." So the problem with Carr is that Carr does have some stats where he, since X amount of years, he's number one. So there's times where he's shown images and flashes of that he can be good.
I know.
And then there's times where he doesn't show that. So I don't know whether to say he's going to be there next year or not.
I almost got it. I almost got it.
Well, I mean, mute your thingy, Bree. Sure.
Sorry.
I'm muted. I got it. I'm gonna ask the same question Nikki asked us. And go with who?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Go with who? What you gonna do? Take your chances with Brady if he leaves the Bucks? I mean, really, what are you gonna do? Mahomes is not leaving. Allen's not going nowhere. Lamar might be a free agent. Burrow, Joe Shiesty, love that. We ain't even talk about him this time. We'll talk about him next week. Let's see what he does against the Bucks this weekend. I think he's going to mollywop him. But you got Burrow. He ain't going nowhere. Who else? Hurts.
Lamar Jackson is the only one that might be available.
Mac Jones is staying where he's at. Justin Fields, I think he's good with the Bears. Jay Herbo staying where he's at. So Russell, nobody gonna take Russell.
Oh, oof.
That's 9 quarterbacks. Daniel Jones, forget about it. No. You got Pickett.
Minshew.
He's there. Now Minshew's available now, but is Minshew a starter or a backup? But we never got to see it. Jags let him go. So, I mean, Trevor Lawrence ain't going nowhere. Sunshine staying where he at. So I mean, really, who do you got? Who's gonna go?
The only quarterback that's legitimately we all know and can agree that's good and will be available is Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
that's the only quarterback we can all agree on.
I don't see him back with the Ravens next year. I don't. But that's another topic for another time. I don't see him. I think Lamar. They haven't paid him yet, and they know Hunter, the Huntley guy. He can throw the ball. He can run. He's pretty good. He's won games for them as a starter. And I think the problem with them is that with Lamar Jackson in there, they're kind of one-dimensional. No wide receiver wants to come there because they're not going to get the ball like that. They have Andrews, which is their main target, and then Lamar. Even running backs, you're taking a chance because you might not get the touches you want. So unless they revamp that whole offense and start attracting some people to the team that's going to make it better on offense, I don't think so. I don't think so. That's just me, though. I mean, Okay.
All right. So the 2022 NFL playoff scenarios for Week 15, AFC: Buffalo Bills versus Miami. Buffalo clinch playoff berth with 1 Buffalo win, or 2 Buffalo tie and Chargers lose, or 3 Buffalo ties plus Jets lose plus New England loses, or Buffalo ties, Jets lose, New England ties, and the Chargers tie.
So I think they're gonna beat Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the Pats play. I gotta look at the schedule. And right now, the Pats are trying to make a run for the post.
Yeah.
So right now you have
So the Pats play.
the Pats play on Saturday. No, they play. I just saw it. They play the Raiders and in Vegas.
In Vegas. Chargers have to lose or tie to the Titans in LA.
But if Buffalo wins, they automatically clinch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and Miami's going into the cold weather of Buffalo? Listen.
Where it snows like 3 to 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, Miami don't know how to play in that. 2 are going to be concussions coming out in the cold.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs at Houston.
Win.
Kansas City clinches the AFC West Division title with KC wins, Chargers lose, or both Chargers and Chiefs tie.
Casey's winning. I don't see him losing to Houston.
And then they clinch the playoff berth with a Kansas City tie, Jets loss, and New England loss, or Chiefs tie, Miami loss, plus a New England loss, plus a Jets loss, or they tie plus a Miami loss, plus a Jets loss, plus a New England tie.
Do you have the ones for the West for the rest of the NFL, or that's just that one you have?
The AFC have NFC. These are the only the Chiefs and Buffalo are the only 2 they put for AFC.
Okay.
And then for NFC, it's Cowboys, Vikings, and 49ers. So NFC, so the Eagles, they clinched the playoff berth. Dallas Cowboys at Jacksonville. They clinch playoff berth with Dallas winning, or they win, Jets, Washington do not end in a tie. They win, Seattle loses or ties. Seattle loses and Detroit loses, or Seattle loses plus Washington loses.
And the Vikings play. They clinch if they win or tie.
They clinch NFC North Division if they win or tie, or Detroit loses or ties.
And Detroit,
then
New York.
49ers clinch NFC West Division title with a win against Seattle.
They'll win. Now, do you think Purdy's going to struggle?
Well, Purdy's questionable to play because he is suffering from rib injuries from the game on Sunday. I told you he's a buck 20 pounds.
So, you know what's crazy about that, Bree? Remember we was looking at his parents and how happy they were proud of their son? When they bought the tickets to watch the game, they really bought the tickets to watch Brady play. They didn't think their son was going to be.
Your dad texted you?
No,
his dad texted you?
No, that was a storyline on ESPN. Yeah. Like, so they didn't really buy.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
No, I'm being serious. They did not buy the tickets to see
I know,
because they bought it previously. They bought it previously.
Yes. So they really saw Brady play, but then their son started. That's why they were so full of emotion. Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, look, I'm happy for
and you was making fun of that goddamn dad for crying for his son's first his son's first rushing touchdown in the NFL.
His son beat that defense. That's what his son did. Went out there and played.
He juked the hell out of that defender. I would never show my face.
He was throwing the pass downfield like he wasn't scared of that nothing. That's a good trait. And he's a 7th round pick. Amazing. Not a 1st round, 7th.
He was the last quarterback picked in the draft.
Last one picked, and look what he's doing. I love those stories, though. I do. Because, you got all these 1st rounders that don't do anything. And here you got a 7th round last pick. Put up 35 points against the top 5 defense. I think that's pretty good. Are you ready for these? Are you ready for the predictions?
Yes.
Are you reading it, Nikki, or what? Okay.
She took a shot at Ciroc or something.
Nah, she's drinking water. Nikki don't drink.
I haven't got the splinter out of Toby, so we're gonna fight when we're done recording. He won't let me. He scratched me in my face when I was trying to get it.
With the splinter?
No. On his other,
Oh,
I was holding the paw,
in
and he said,
blessings and glory. All right. Week 15. Hold on. The order goes like this.
damn! I wish we could all look at it and we could all pick a one game upset before we start because I'll be
"We can't."
thinking that Nikki and Frank be cheating.
I could post the week 15 games like on the top. Oh, you mean like we all look at like what she's writing?
Yeah, I don't know how true this is, but it says the Donovan Smith's personal problems have surfaced. Smith was arrested the morning of December 7th, yet failed to
Mhm.
inform. Smith faces immediate suspension and up to $1.5 million in fines for violating the league's conduct transparency policy.
Yeah, they have pictures of him getting arrested outside his home on the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what he did though.
All right.
He added more shit to the Bucks problems.
I can write picks down. Okay, y'all ready? Tomorrow night. 49ers against Seahawks. Oh, sorry. Order. Order will go like this. Frank, myself, Bree, and June. You happy, June? I'll let you go last. Typically, you'll go first because you're still leading, but because you're crying, I'll let you go last. So you can make it better. Okay? All right. Frank, you're going first. 49ers against Seahawks.
49ers.
I picked the Niners. Bree?
49ers.
June. Why June say Hawks? June.
That's tough.
Okay.
Because the Seahawks have to win
Okay.
in order to stay in playoff contention.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Niners.
All right. Saturday, December 17th. Colts against, oh, no, I'm sorry. I got you. Fuck that up. Colts at Vikings. Frank.
Vikings.
I too went Vikings. Bree.
Vikings.
June.
Vikings.
All right. Saturday, Ravens at Browns.
Browns.
Oh, it's me next.
Damn. Hey, if Lamar Jackson plays, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. But if he doesn't, I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Well, you picking right now, you won't know, so you might as well pick.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh God, man, y'all be some cheating ass, man.
See, I haven't seen Deshaun play. Okay, I'm gonna go. Huntley is hurt, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yep.
Full participate. He was full practice. They both got concussions on Sunday. Hartley and Pickett, but they both practiced today. Yeah, he had full participation in practice today. Huntley did.
Okay, I'm gonna go Browns. Bree.
Browns.
June.
I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Browns.
All right, Saturday evening, Dolphins at Bills. Why the fuck I say Bears? At Bills. Dolphin at Bills.
Bills.
I also am going Bills. Bree.
I don't know because I like the Dolphins.
Bills have to win this. If they don't win,
Yeah, they have to. I'm gonna go Miami.
June.
I'm going Miami.
All right. Eagles at Bears. Frank.
Eagles.
I also am going Eagles. Bree.
Eagles.
June. June.
Eagles.
No, let him
Eagles.
talk because he said people be cheating. What you
I'm
say,
gonna
June?
go.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the
Lions.
Águilas.
All right, cállate. Lions at Jets. Frank.
Say it in Spanish, Frank.
Los Leones.
Oh, Lions. Okay. I too am picking the Lions. Bree.
Mm. I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go my
June. June.
This is tough because the Jets have to win.
No, it's
Uh-oh.
tough because the
Eagles.
Jets and the Lions are the teams that have wowed me this year.
Hey.
Damn. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to go with the Jets. I'm gonna have to go with that train.
All right, Jets. It is. All right, Frank. Steelers at Panthers. Both of them are 5-8.
I picked Steelers last week and they let me down. Going Carolina Panthers at home.
But Pickett's not playing, no?
Pick was limited practice. He played today. He practiced today. Pickett practiced today. Yes, he practiced.
I'm going Steelers.
Nikki, can I go last because I'm torn between my best friend and my kids?
I know it's hard. I think I'll go Steelers, but
Well, yeah, just go Pittsburgh. Hold on.
Are you serious?
Samantha, I love you, but I gotta root for my team.
yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers.
But
Bree.
hey, Samantha said he's not gonna be mad at me if I root against him just one time, so I'm going Pittsburgh. Of course, the fuck.
All right. Chiefs
I just have to make sure.
Frank.
Chief at who?
Frank. I'm about to say Chiefs at Frank. Texans.
Chiefs. What happened to Dallas at Jacksonville?
First of all, I'll let you know when I get there.
Oh yeah, Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. Bree. Chiefs at Texans.
Juju.
June.
1893.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Nobody does that bullshit.
You're gonna do it soon.
Anyway, next. Falcons at Saints.
This is
Frank.
tricky. I'm gonna go.
Where-
I'm gonna go Saints. The Falcons are starting their rookie quarterback over Mariota and Mariota.
Drake London.
Yeah, he walked away.
Bree, I'm actually going Saints. Bree.
I'm gonna go Saints.
June.
Nikki, what list are you reading?
I'm
June.
going the Saints.
In a minute.
Hold on, I'm trying to keep up with Nikki. I don't know where she's getting the scores from, but I'm going up and down on ESPN.
I don't know either. I'm
It's
not
okay.
ESPN.
Yeah, I'm not going on ESPN. Hey, Sunday noon. Cowboys at Jags. Frank.
Cowboys.
I'm going Jags. Bree.
Cowboys.
June.
I'm going Jaguars.
Ooh, Trevor Lawrence and Trayvon Walker are both questionable.
Cardinals
I'm
at
going
Broncos.
Cowboys.
Are you going Cowboys? No, for real.
No,
Come on.
I'm sticking with the Jags.
All right.
You know he's not picking Cowboys, girl. I don't even know why.
He picked Cowboys
After Michael Parsons comment, he ain't never gonna pick them.
After Micah took a shot at his son, he's never picking them again.
He picked Cowboys last week. All right. Cardinals at Broncos.
I'm gonna go Denver.
I'm actually going Broncos as well.
What?
Bree?
I'm going Colt McCoy.
Who the fuck is that? Cardinals?
Yeah.
Did she just say who's Colt McCoy? Don't you ever disrespect that Texas legend ever again.
June?
Yeah, I'm going McCoy. I mean the freaking Cardinals.
I can't believe she said who the fuck is Colt McCoy. Oh,
Arizona McCoys.
I like that.
I might change mine to the Cardinals. All right, Pats at Raiders.
Mm.
There, Waller
Yeah.
and Renfro are back.
I'm gonna go Pats. I'm gonna go Pats. That defense. It travels.
It's Nikki's turn, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm going Raiders.
You're going with that
Bree?
gut feeling.
Oh, Bill Belichick don't give a fuck, so I'm not gonna give a fuck, and I'm going Raiders.
June?
I'm going Pats. And Carr, I do not trust.
It's not Carr that I'm trusting. Titans at Chargers. Titans at Chargers.
Go
Right.
Chargers.
I'm going Titans.
What?
Bree?
Jay Herbo and Eckler.
Yeah,
June?
that's another team we ain't talk about, but the damn Chargers, they looking really good.
June?
I'm going with the Chargers. Los Cargadores.
All right. Bengals at Bucks. Frank?
Joe Burrow, Bengals.
Oh, what? I, of course, am going Bengals. Bree?
I'm gonna go Bucks at home. Tom Brady's gonna shock the world. He's gonna
June?
show them. He's gonna show them that I am a 7-time Super Bowl champion, and I am going to beat the living breaks off of those goddamn baby Tigers.
Okay. June?
Yeah, you crazy as hell. I'm going Bengals. I'm sorry.
All right. This team have the same record. Giants at Commanders.
Tie.
Again.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go Commanders at home.
I'm going to hold on. Who did I go last time?
They tied.
No one cares.
Toby.
All right, I'm going Commanders. That's what I went last time. Bree?
I'm gonna go Giants.
Oh, you changed yours this time. June?
I'm going Washington.
They changed theirs. I kept mine. Bree changed hers. And Monday night is Rams against Packers. Frank.
I don't even know. I'm gonna go.
That one is a hard one too.
Packers at home.
I'm gonna go Packers at home too. Plus, no Aaron Donald either.
Or Cooper Cup. For good.
Donald's injured.
Okay. Okay. I'm going Packers. I really want to go Rams. Jim?
I'm going Diva. And
You going Diva?
Heads. So I'm going
Right.
I'm going A-Ron.
All right. That's it.
Well, that's another week down. Week 15 coming up. I am going to say it was good recording again. Not bad for not having no topics written down. Awesome day, awesome week. Let's see what happens. Bree?
Also, great week. Pleasure recording. So I know Donovan Smith did not get arrested. That was a rumor that was going around.
You should have seen the Twitter picture. They had him. They had a dumpster put in like a trash can.
In the back of a police truck.
Wow.
Yes. But no, great pleasure. Everyone have a great, fantastic week. We have football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's always great. What extra football? Extra days of football.
June?
A beautiful week. Quick shout out to my Eagles again for doing what they do. Shout out to Slade, super funny guy. He's going to become a receiver and get 1,500 yards in 5 games, he said. Hilarious. You got to check out the video. It's funny. But a great recording with you guys. I hope that the Jags really pull this out on Sunday. I got a lot of faith.
Nikki, go ahead and close it out, girl.
All right, America. Till next week. Bye.